Yeah, that was the most intense movie I've seen so far this year. Deepwater Horizon. Deepwater Horizon is a new movie starring Mark Wahlberg and directed by Peter Berg, and it tells the true story of the Deepwater Horizon oil rig that goes down and starts the BP oil spill of 2010 that infested the Gulf of Mexico. And like I said, as an environmental science student and as a human being, this movie was really intense. So you've got Mark Wahlberg in the movie, and he's one of the workers on this oil rig, and he's trying to get everybody out once the craft starts to go down and starts to sink into the ocean, once the fire starts coming out, and once it just becomes a big disaster doomsday for everybody. And what really made this movie work, in my opinion, what really made me latch on and like this movie was the direction. Because Peter Berg, I mentioned it in my Patriots Day trailer review, he knows how to direct true stories. He knows how to direct intense stories. Putting Battleship aside, and I don't know, there was like one other dud in there, something like that, this guy knows how to make everything feel real. He really puts you onto the Deepwater Horizon like craft in this movie. He puts you onto this rig, and as it's going down, as the explosions are going off, you feel like you aren't safe. You feel like you're next to Mark Wahlberg. You're trying to run through and get out of this place. The story's also told very compactly, so the movie moves along very well. Like, it's not too fast-paced, it's not too slow-paced. Whenever you think, man, they could go for some action right here, the action immediately happens. So the movie's very, it's told very well. I thought that the pacing overall was really good, and Peter Berg gets the best possible performance out of his actors. Mark Wahlberg, the guy putting the Transformers movie aside, he's one of the best nowadays. Departed, Boogie Nights, we know this guy's awesome. And then I'm forgetting the name of his wife in the movie. She was great in it, though. You've also got Kurt Russell, and you've got John Malkovich also just turning in amazing performances in this movie. I don't think anybody will get nominated for any Oscars, but I do think these are just great performances. The actors really tried their best, and you could feel their emotion just raising this movie up levels and levels and levels. Now, the thing that could like detract from this movie is that it is a lot of like fact and science stuff based, but I think that Peter Berg made the science very accessible to the average person. Like, I'm not a huge science guy, but I found myself interested by what they were describing in the movie. That being said, if you're just going in to see like, oh hey, this oil rig's going down, let's just see some explosions, that isn't the type of movie this is. It's definitely, it starts a little bit slower and it gets into the explosion stuff at the end, but I found it to be interesting all the way through. I never thought there was a point where it was too dull or too boring, and the end definitely reminds you of something like Titanic or I don't know, what was the other thing it reminded me of? Even some elements of like Saving Private Ryan, of just everything's very chaotic and everybody's trying to just survive. So guys, at the end of the day, I'm going to give Deepwater Horizon an A-. I thought it was a very well done movie. I thought Peter Berg's direction was phenomenal. I thought everything was paced extremely well. Science was very accessible to me, at least. Could turn some people off, but all the performances were awesome, and this was a very important story to tell, and a very intense story that was told. I enjoyed it. I thought that, I think that, rather, anybody who's looking to see a good true story around this time of year, before Oscar season, will enjoy it as well. But guys, those are just my thoughts on Deepwater Horizon. Be sure to leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. You guys can follow me on Twitter. I am at John M. Hayeck. You guys can go over to mymoviethoughts.com if you want to see more posts from me. And be sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel if you want to see a bunch of more posts from me as well. You guys can like this video, comment on it, share it around with some friends. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching.